Hello, everybody. In theory, you can hear us all. It looks like we've got levels going. You guys want to talk real quick on stream so I can make sure you guys have levels?
I'm here.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Greetings and salutations.
Let me not peek us out here. There we go. I think I got you guys good. All right, so we are here for another night of writing. We're going to try to get some words this week. Last week was kind of a shit show. I apologize for that if you were really looking forward to the writing. Let's see. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves real quick. I'm still a little off my game, you guys. If I seem a little off, I'm still working on it. So please don't murder me. Or...
No murderizing.
I don't know. Or, like, ship me bags of poop. Okay.
That seems like a lot of work.
Murdering or not murdering?
Murdering or shipping you somewhere?
No, I like ordering a bag of poop through someone. I'm sure there's some service.
Yeah. Still,
I mean, there's a service for
effort.
everything. When I was in college, no, I was still in high school, I found a virtual voodoo doll, and I would send it to people, and some people really freaked out. And it was hilarious. And so I sent it to more people. So, yeah. That was a problem I had. So, all right. So why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let's go starting down below with Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan Hazelwood. I'm an unpublished fantasy writer, blogger, vlogger, and as of this week, podcaster, talking writing tips and writerly musings. Today, I'm either going to be working on my middle grade school play story or on some blog posts. I haven't decided yet.
Awesome. And the Dana.
Hi, my name's Dana Gollin. I also write under the pen name Ava Fox, and today I'm here to wish goodbye to the worst August of my life.
Fair enough.
And welcome in a wonderful September.
Let's
Yay! That's right, Adonis. That's right.
That's right, Adonis. Adonis is tonight's Dana mascot. Look at him.
He's saying it's going to be a wonderful September. Yes. All right. Next.
CJ.
Hey, I'm CJ. I'm a writer of things, and I am still working on this outline. So,
Awesome. And I am Sarah Sharnover, and this is my channel. Everybody has links down below, I think. I carried them over, so I think it's the same people. I left my description. I'll have to change that too. Morgan, Dana, CJ. Got him! Got him!
Yeah. Winning!
Air 5!
We are on the winning team.
All right, so yeah, go click on links down below. So the Dawdling Writer was here first. Thank you for coming in. I don't know if you're still here or not because you were here a while ago, but thank you for being first and coming in. Caro is here, and Jeannie, who was wrenched shortly after she appeared. Barbara Howard is here. It does make it harder to make sure that you're hitting everybody when everyone's a wrench. Morgan and Tamara is here. Morgan pulled double duty in the chat there. CJ's in the chat as well. I can't read right now. My right contact is weird. Swiss is here. Hello. I don't know that I know you. Welcome. Tasha is here. I would assume that is my niece. If not, nice to meet you. But if so, hello. Penumbra is here. RK Gold is here. Hello. Spence is here. And Jesse Sandell is here. I think that's everybody. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. Welcome back, Jesse. I know it's been a while. So we're going to try to do some words. If I missed you, I'm sorry. It was not on purpose. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm still struggling here. So yeah, I'm drinking some David Lynch coffee, but it's almost all gone, so I may have to get up and go make more. Even though it's 7 o'clock at night. I don't know what I'm working on tonight. I don't know what's happening. Who am I? What year is this? CJ's gonna punch me in my throat. Okay, so Let's pop this timer on. On my channel, if you are new here, we usually do 15-minute sprints. So, yeah. Yeah. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about right now? I don't have anything in particular right now.
I'm over here closing all my windows, and Twitter popped up, and it made me do this like face. I was like, what is happening? And then I was reminded like why I don't like the Twitter.
I like Twitter. Twitter's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out on my notifications, and all Twitter told me today is that 2 people writer lifted me and shared me as an awesome person to follow. So, not much to hate on there.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you try to show people love and they turn around and stick a fork in your ass, and it's like, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what more are you gonna do?
I've also had my Twitter since like 2014 or some shit, so it's pretty heavily curated at this point. The longer you have social media like Twitter, the better you can curate it for what you're looking for and what you want to see and stuff like that.
I am like, since I've stepped back from the social medias, I'm really starting to see that.
2009.
Oh wow!
If I'd gotten in 2009, I would have had my name, and that person who's not using my Twitter account wouldn't be squatting on it.
Yeah.
Shake.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting to realize that social media really isn't like my pulse. I don't know.
It doesn't work for everybody. It's not a thing for everyone. And if you enjoy one type of social media, it doesn't mean you're going to enjoy any of the rest of it.
Yeah.
And like, I enjoy TikTok, but I don't think I'll ever make a TikTok. So there's those kinds of things. But I also never thought I'd make a YouTube, and here we are.
Well, I do enjoy the TikToks, but the only TikToks I make are of the dogs. It's like Dana Gollin animal TikTok.
I really enjoy TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
It's like the exact kind of fuckery I enjoy watching, but my brain doesn't really work that way. So I am much more of a take in the TikTok person. Let the TikTok wash over you. Feel the TikTok. Sense the TikTok inside and become one with the TikTok.
It sounds like a rain spout shower. Like where it's like the water just trickling on you.
Yes. Except now I'm thinking of golden showers because I'm fucking terrible. My niece is in the damn comments. God damn it! I gotta stop with this shit. You guys are gonna get me in fucking trouble. This is labeled as not for children.
On your own.
We are labeled as not for children.
All the things that was definitely the furthest thing from my mind, but I don't understand. That for me is like, what the hell? What is going on here?
That's my thoughts about 85% of the time. What is going on here? What is happening? No idea.
I don't know either. I often wonder myself what the hell is happening here. That's what like this whole week has just been a whole lot of what the hell is happening here. It's like if you support the people, you're like here we have a community and we're supporting people in our community, but fuck you if you support the wrong person in our community because then you're a fucking asshole.
I mean, that's kind of that's how communities end up working. It really, like, it's unfortunate, but when you get people together, they do that. And it's not even necessarily conscious, I don't think. I think just sometimes people start to get tied up in how they feel about someone, and they don't really know, they don't understand how you can't feel that. And so it, like, I think it's the same idea as, like, when somebody cancels someone. Like, I can't imagine why you would watch a Jeffree Star video. I can't come up with a reason.
Ooh.
He's a beauty tuber.
Okay. Sorry.
But he's like, I just cannot imagine a reason to. But people do. millions of people do. So,
Right.
obviously there's people who can. So, I think it's just kind of the nature of the beast.
Yeah. I think that might be why I haven't really missed it since I haven't been on it.
Yeah.
You know, like I have been avoiding Facebook. And I think today was the first time I had actually went on to like Twitter since the middle of July. I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely like not here for the.
Yeah, I turned off my Facebook, so if you guys need to hit me on Twitter. But I think the biggest problem I run into on Facebook is that people get too fucking familiar over there. And think that they can say and do whatever the fuck they want to. And on Twitter, I don't think people get this weird, irrational, we're best friends response to interacting with you a couple of times on Twitter. But I think when people are like, I've interacted with you 2 or 3 times now on Facebook, and now all of a sudden I can send you my dick.
No. As soon as you accept their friend request, before they even say hi, boom. So, hey, how you doing? What do you like to do? Blah, 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 blah. Are you single?
Okay.
Let's just start off with that. We know that's what they're angling for.
This is a true story, okay? A true story. When I first started publishing back in 2016, I was on Instagram, and all of a sudden I started getting all of these like direct messages, and I was like, what the hell is happening here? And this one individual sent me a picture, and I sat there and I had my phone and I was
think
looking
you told
at
me
it like
this.
Yeah, and I was looking at it like that, and then I was like, what? And my husband's like, what are you doing, woman? And I was like, well, somebody sent me a picture of something and I just can't make it out. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like disfigured and crooked, and I think it might be a flower, but I'm not sure. And my husband takes a look at it and he's like, that's a broken fucking dick, Dana. I was like, oh my God. 30-something years old, and this thing was so disfigured and deformed that I was like, and I've worked in a surgical unit, so I've seen some shit, and I was just like, what the?
That's unfortunate.
If this showed up in the OR, I'd have been like, just cut it off. That fucking thing's unrepairable.
It's done for. Yo, dick is canceled.
Yes. Oh my God, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, we didn't even have anything to talk about. I just said your dick is canceled.
So I no longer accept direct messages on Instagram unless I've spoken to you.
Yeah.
Like somewhere else, I no longer accept direct messages.
Yeah.
Frankly, my dreams are bad as they are. I don't need any more scary shit climbing in there.
If you give me a direct message, you're asking me to link my blog. Because clearly that's what you think direct messages are for. Spamming people. I will spam you back.
Yeah, I hate that where they're like, hey, we were taking a look at your amazing Instagram, and for $500 we can fix it for you. Okay, if you start the conversation with my amazing Instagram, it doesn't need to be fixed, and I'm certainly not giving you shit to do so. You know,
right?
Like
I get the SEO. You have a great blog, but you really need, to get higher in the Google search ratings. But this week, I actually got somebody saying, hey, I'd love to, do a guest post on your blog. And I don't really do guest posts. I do author spotlights when people have books coming out. But I don't do... I've done a few, and I didn't like it. I like more control over my content. But they work for an orthopedic. They're they're not in the right genre. I was like, what happened? Was that me?
Is located in
I don't know.
We're
We're watching the video.
Whoop, sorry about that. My email usually doesn't have video noises coming from it. But yeah, no, they're like an orthopedic, and I'm like, what does that have? And then I reread the offer to guest post, and it's all, you have really good content and quality, but nothing actually specifies my genre or any, and I'm just like, I got spammed.
Yeah.
When I get those SEO messages, I 9 times out of 10, I'll ignore them. But every now and again, I gotta hit them right where it counts. And I'm like, I got a friend who does that, and she knows how to talk to me better. So,
She knows how to talk to me better. Good Lord. You're a mess.
I am.
Right. We should do a sprint. We're 18 minutes in now. So let's go ahead and hop on a sprint. I'm sorry I'm not keeping up very well with the chat tonight, you guys. It's not on purpose. I promise I'll do my best.
It's okay.
On our way back through. So.
We're here for you.
All right, let's
Gotta decide what I'm working on.
Yeah, me too. But we'll do a sprint. And maybe we'll decide that, and I'll go make coffee. So we'll go ahead and sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. You got 15 minutes. Do some things with it. And that is time. So how did everybody do? Who did anything? I didn't do anything. I gave the cats a nip, and I made coffee, but I haven't gotten it out of the kitchen yet.
Can I have this? I need
No,
this.
you can't have it. It's not yours.
Please.
No.
It is mine.
It's mine.
And he can't bite anyway.
Thank you.
I remembered I had a Tumblr and looked at that for a couple minutes and then decided since I'm on camera, I should fix food to shove in my face. And I watched Dana talk to her phone, which was glorious.
I got Marco Polo.
I knew it.
I have been Marco Poloing with my twisted sister cousin back east. She has actually been helping me get out of a very shitty mental position that I have been in. And so laughing with her, drinking some moonshine and talking shit, because that's what we girls are good at doing. We Valley girls.
Like, totally.
Not that kind of Valley girl, but yeah. So she sent me Marco Polo, and I was like, oh, you know what? She's never seen me in my full glorious YouTube live stream shenanigans. So I was like, here I am. I love you.
I just want to drop her real quick, everybody. This is my last pack of cigarettes, just so you all know. I don't usually smoke. You all know that. I've been under a lot of stress for the last 8 days.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's my last pack, so don't give me shit. All right.
Is somebody giving you shit about smoking?
No, people do anytime somebody sees you smoke, you run the chance of somebody giving you shit.
You know the best way to quit smoking is to try. The number of times you've tried to quit indicate you might actually succeed next time. I think it took my ex 4 times, and then, shit happens.
Yeah.
A lot of times, the best way to quit smoking is to eliminate the assholes in your life.
Right. Hopefully doing Facebook did just that.
No, I actually ended up going in and getting Wellbutrin, and everybody was like, this stuff is great, it's going to help you quit smoking with minimal detox, minimal this, minimal that. Here's what they forgot to tell me. They forgot to tell me that it's going to completely rewire your entire brain, and so every time you smell smoke, regardless of where it's coming from, you're going to choke to death. I was like, oh my gosh. And then the doctor that gave it to me retired, and the doctor that took over for him quit suddenly. But my refills just kept getting refilled, and I just kept taking it. And like a year later, my husband's like, I don't think you should be taking this stuff anymore. And I'm like, why not? It's fucking great. It's great. So
Yeah, it made me a total fucking psycho.
yeah, me too. After almost 2 years of being on it,
Oh no, mine was pretty instantaneous.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Some people use it as an antidepressant,
Right.
don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that's what they gave it to
actually-
me for originally.
Yeah, they originally used it for antidepressant, antipsychotic, and then they started realizing that all these depressed maniacs weren't smoking anymore, and so they were like, "Aha!"
But my ex went on it for about a month when he started to quit smoking, and then he went back off it because of like weird dreams and dry mouth, I think. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
It's got a long list. And I'll just go back to my e-cigarette. It won't be that big of a deal. It's really not going to be that hard. I just, as soon as the cops left, I was like, I need real cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
no.
gonna say,
So,
I would take vivid dreams and dry mouth over the shit I've experienced, but hey, that's for another TikTok.
all right, let me run through people here. Let's see. I think Elsie was the first one with a number. 52 words before I wonder if I should put a trigger warning on the suicide scene that's really a self-sacrifice scene. Oh, yeah, that's kind of a sticky widget there. Momo showed up and said, hello, this is the first time I'm joining your sprints. Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you too. Just so you know, I am a little out of sorts tonight, so I apologize. I'm not always like this. Aphrodite was editing. Natalie Locke said self-care is awesome. That is accurate. Devin got 406 words after a couple of days of painfully slow writing. That will happen. I don't know that I know you, Devin. Welcome. Either way, whether I know you or not, welcome. Elsie said stock up on ice cream and eat ice cream every time you want to smoke, or maybe candy. I have a sugar problem. Like a real problem. So that's gonna happen. Remember, we got 284.
The quarantine 15 happens to a lot of smokers when they quit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually lost weight and my clothes don't fit. So.
Oh, nice. I mean, I'm sorry that your favorite clothes don't fit.
No, not my favorite clothes. All of my clothes. They're all like they all would be in high school now. So.
Like,
you know, I just don't have any money, so I can't really buy a whole new wardrobe.
Screw you, Sarah, and your lost 15 pounds.
Right.
No, congratulations.
Assuming they were 15 pounds you wanted to lose.
Well, I don't know how many pounds I lost. I stopped eating, so.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's not encouraged.
Yeah, well, I had lost a little bit during just, like, not leaving my house. But then in the last week or so, I have lost a lot, actually.
Yeah. From stress.
You're right. That'll probably largely come back, but I still can't, like, my actual desire to eat is still really low. So.
Anxiety will do that to you.
Oh, yeah.
Not usually. Yeah. That's not a thing my anxiety typically does to me, and it's very frustrating to me because usually I'm a eat your feelings kind of person.
Yeah, like that was the thing I was asking, because like they were like, yeah, you know, have you lost your appetite? I'm like, look, if it's edible and I see it, it's going in my mouth, because I'm an eat your feelings kind of girl, okay? And
I have a hand to mouth problem.
Yes, and it's causing problems because now my pockets don't want to stay in my pants.
Travis gets annoyed with me because he'll ask me what I want to snack on, and I'm like, I don't know, but it has to have lots of pieces. And he's like, the fuck does that even mean? Like it can't be like a sandwich.
Obvious.
It has to be pieces. If I want a chocolate snack and it's pieces, then I want like M&Ms or Hershey Kisses or something like that. I want pieces. So yes. But yeah, so. But my coffee is probably done by now. Yeah, so we should do another sprint.
Shall we do another sprint?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. So let's do another sprint. We'll do another 15. I'll put my shoes back on. I don't like to walk around. We have bare wood floors and cats, so there's always like a piece of litter or a cat hair if it gets stuck to the bottom of my foot, and it creeps me out and I don't like it. My head disappeared.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys some weird little facts about me. So I like to watch these podiatrist videos on YouTube in the middle of the night when I can't sleep. It's fucking weird. Okay? But I love it. I absolutely love it. Probably because I worked in a surgery unit. I love watching them take people apart. That's the coolest shit ever. Anyway, the point of the story is this hairdresser walks into the podiatrist and she's like, I got this thing in my foot and I just can't get it out and I don't know what it is. You know, he dug out of her foot a hair. Like a sliver of hair had somehow gotten into her skin and was creating a pearl. And it was because it was getting hard, it was causing pain for her. And she was like, he pulls it out. He's like, hey, look, it's a little piece of hair. It was like, this shit really is deadly.
Okay, so I have a friend, and I won't say her name, although she probably wouldn't care, but she had a hair from her head got stuck in her butt crack, and it caused a cyst, and they had to remove it. So she ended up in the hospital, and she's 22 or 23, and I'm 25 or 26 and a stoner. So that's the funniest shit that ever happened, ever. And one of my friends called her, and he calls her in the hospital. I'm driving down the road, and he's calling her. It was Jason, CJ. And he calls her, and he won't stop saying, but. So every time she says something, he's like, oh, yeah, but anyway. And he just keeps doing it, and oh my god, it was the funniest shit ever.
Punk.
Yeah, so. But yeah, hairs can be deadly. They can do that.
Yeah, I would totally have laughed. I would have totally have laughed at that situation. What are they doing? Removing a hair from my ass? Okay, anyway,
right.
That was like...
Well, and and she'll tell you, when she tells the story, she's like, I never would have guessed this was the thing that actually happened to anybody ever.
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is this?
Yeah.
She's not, weird about it. She's just like, this is crazy. But, at her age, and, all the rest of our friends were, drinkers. And so, we just teased the fuck out of her. And I don't think she was ever, upset about us teasing her. I think it was always just teasing. I don't think it was ever anything worse than that. But it was ridiculous.
Right.
But yeah, it was funny. And she's fine now. As far as I know, her butt crack is just fine. I haven't asked for a recent update, but in case anyone was wondering, last I knew, all was well. So, I'm glad a bunch of people showed up in the last about a minute and a half, because it's really what my streams are all about, is me talking about butt cracks.
I mean,
butt cracks are, in my genre, butt cracks are something you write about. That's right.
That is a fair point.
They can be super sexy.
Right.
I mean, wasn't butt cleavage a thing people tried for at one point? So. With the thongs that rode up above the pants? Dana's looking at me like I'm crazy.
I must have missed that trend.
I didn't try for it, but
Thank God.
I knew of the trend.
Well, I remember in the early 2000s, there were girls with their thong straps up on their high hips and stuff, which I thought was ridiculous. I was like, why do we want to see your underwear? And then, my ex-husband's like, they're trying to be sexy. And I was like, underwear is not sexy. Lack thereof, leaving it to the imagination, sexy as hell. But showing it off.
This way the guy knows they're wearing a thong. And so they're thinking about the thong and the butt and the bare cheeks. I don't know.
I'm not a dude, but I can see that. No.
Well, and I think it just depends on what kind of person you are too. Some people need to have things spelled out for them. Some people really like to imagine it for themselves. Yes, CJ has a filter on. She is not actually with us from the past, as it appears.
No, she totally is. This is past CJ.
It's
CJ from the distant past.
Yes, it's I don't know,
medium past.
1840s CJ.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Well, with the hair, it'd be 1890s, but yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I am digging.
Because of last week, I watched more Bernadette Banner videos.
I love her.
I know. She had another one come out this week. And she's getting a shoe. You have to be super successful for a custom shoe place to be we're now going to have a shoe named after you.
Yeah.
I'll just name my shoes after you. You want me to? I'll name my left one Morgan, my right one CJ. Does that help you guys?
I'm good.
Yes,
do you prefer the right?
I would like you to name your shoes after me, please. I will take you up on that offer.
Oh my goodness.
You could be like, these are my CJs.
I have Chuck Taylors. I have weird slip-on bowed Chuck Taylors on. See, they're
Those are cute.
Yeah. Those are the ones that my niece gave me. She bought them and they were too big for her. And she messaged me and was like, don't you wear size 10? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you want some shoes? I'm like, yeah. Always. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a sprint. I've been talking about it for 10 minutes now. So, let's do this 15 minutes in 3, 2, 1, go! Write all the words, do all the things, or do nothing. I'm not your mother. right, that is time. Dun dun dun. How did everybody do? Boop-a-doo.
I actually started something after shoveling food in my face and getting ice cream.
I got cookies and I got coffee, and then I dipped the cookies in the coffee.
Ice cream.
Oh, that's best.
And the cookies were in the fridge, so they were cold, and the coffee was steaming hot. Oh. I'm also going to be able to watch a lot of Twin Peaks with all this coffee coursing through me, because this is my second pot. Since
Very
7
cool.
p.m.
I did some grown-up things, and it's kind of like party pooper grown-up things.
Bummer! Oh,
You know,
by the
it's
by,
almost
y'all.
done.
My husband and I, originally Bill and Ted 3 was supposed to come out on our anniversary, which was the 14th, which made the police raid all that much more scrumptious because it was right after our anniversary. They, because of COVID, they pushed it back and then they released it online. Well, they released it today. It is so much fun. If you enjoy Bill and Ted, if you like the stupidness and the absolute heartwarming, wonderful Bill and Ted music love stuff, you will love it. It is splendid. I think they did a lovely job, and they did a good job addressing George Carlin being gone, which was one of my concerns because I'm a big George Carlin fan. So I was like,
You know, when I saw the preview for it, I was like, oh my god, George Carlin's so funny. And then my husband was like, he was old as shit back then. And I was like, what are you talking about? Of course he's still around. I see his videos on YouTube. And then I Googled it, and I was like,
much.
I know.
yeah.
I know. I Googled it, and I was like, man, this fucking world got that much shittier in like 10 seconds.
If it wasn't for him being my ex's favorite comedian, I don't think I would have known who it was, because I grew up in a very small bubble and didn't see much.
Yeah.
My dad's a big fan, so I grew up on George Carlin. But
Yeah.
comedy is a thing in my family. So I have a really... I'm not a huge stand-up comedy person in general. There's a couple stand-up comics I would watch. Most of them are dead now. I would go see Richard Pryor. I would go see George Carlin. But it's all people who are either gone or what they did then was gone. Eddie Murphy, I don't know that I'd see him now. I'd see him in 1975.
Yeah.
I'd be for that.
I remember being young, and Dennis Leary would come on and he would start running his mouth, and it was so funny. And at the same time, I just kept looking at the adults around me okay, when are they going to smack me and tell me to leave the room?
I'm about to tell you something, and it's going to piss you off a little bit. All of those jokes are Bill Hicks's jokes.
Oh, really?
Dennis Leary almost word for word just stole Bill Hicks. Just stole it. It's terrible.
Seriously?
Yeah, Google it.
That sucks. That sucks. Well, and then it almost seems like he left comedy, and then he became a movie star, and now he's just, I don't know. I miss the funny.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you think. The Asshole song was my theme song.
Yeah,
for
no,
a
and
very long time.
I was a fan too. And that is his, I believe. But most of his stand-up, his big stand-up show that he did on HBO, the first one after his MTV commercials, that show was almost entirely a Bill Hicks show. And I watched that so many times. It was one of my favorite things ever. And then I saw Bill Hicks, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Wait. I know these jokes by heart. Why does he? And then I'm like, oh, because they're his. I mean, he's dead, so. Yeah. I like Dave Chappelle a lot too, Elsie. I would probably still go see Dave Chappelle. The only thing that might hold me back from that is that he has them take your phone, and that makes me a little uncomfortable, but that has nothing to do with Dave Chappelle.
Right.
So,
Well,
But
yeah, 'cause he
I
doesn't
do
want
like Dave's
people
phone.
bootlegging his shit.
Right, and that's why he does it. But like, I'm just uncomfortable with someone taking my phone, partly because
My phone is my wallet with my ID and everything.
Well, and like, it's right. It's your personal information. It's like your personal thing, and like, I don't have a problem with not recording. I have a problem with them taking my phone like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I know that there are venues that have come up with some sort of thing. It's similar to like the Walgreens cart thing where the wheels don't turn once you leave the Walgreens property, where they put it in like a wallet thing that you can't open inside of the auditorium, but you're carrying it. Fair enough. It's my phone.
Right.
I'm carrying it still though.
Yeah.
So if I have an emergency, I can run out of the auditorium and use my phone.
Right.
You know, I don't want to have to go find somebody to get my phone.
And you wouldn't know that anything was happening without your phone.
Right.
So.
Or if something happened inside the theater, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we live in 2020, let's be real. So if something happened inside the theater, I would want to be able to not have to go find someone to find my phone to get help.
Yeah.
So that kind of a system wouldn't bother me. It's just that I'm getting in the recent past, and this was already starting before last week, but in the recent past I'm getting a little more funny about people knowing my business when like you don't know me and like you don't really know. So like you know what I mean? And the last week has kind of exacerbated that. The people walking their dogs and stopping and staring at my house is lovely.
What?
Yeah, you get raided by the fucking police. The whole neighborhood knows.
Oh, I know, but
I mean, they don't.
still, like,
They don't
fucking
quietly
mind
beat down your door with a
business.
battering ram. So.
I know. I wish that more people knew how to fucking mind their own business and not be such a bunch of jackasses. Oh, look, it's not like it's Murder House. It's like, oh, look, there's the victims of a wrongful no-knock entry. Fuck you guys. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're
I'm gonna
fine.
put that shit in my back pocket.
You're fine.
But still, it just really fucking irritates me.
Yeah, Shelby said that she retracted it, but I knew where she was going with it. She said that she had gone to a Tool concert where you can bring your phone. And I will tell you, I went to a Tool. I live in Rockford, Illinois, which is about 4 hours from Green Bay. And I used to take my friend to concert every year for his birthday. Weirdly enough, I just messaged him yesterday, or I just tweeted about him yesterday because his birthday is this weekend. It's either Sunday or Monday. I don't remember which one it is.
Monday's a quality day for birthdays, just saying.
Is it your birthday?
No, it's my twin's birthday,
Oh,
though.
oh okay.
Oh my God.
But I took him up there to see them because that was like the closest place, and we didn't know anyone. And Tool is like an emotional, almost spiritual experience, and not knowing anyone in the theater and being able to just experience it was so much cooler than it would have been for any other show, I think.
Cool.
That was one of the best shows I ever saw. Best show I ever saw, like best actual like performance I saw, was Ice Cube. Didn't see that coming.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't just go see Ice Cube. It was during Family Values. So it was the first Family Values tour. But like I was like, oh, that's cool. Ice Cube will be there too. No, Ice Cube was the best one of all of them. And to be fair, looking back, Ice Cube was the best one of all of them. But so I mean. Ice Cube or Korn. I don't know which one I'm gonna. Oh yeah, of course, Ice Cube. So, but yeah. So, but Tool was a really good show, and then I also took him to see REM, and that was also a really good show. Yup. No, they didn't replace my door. They actually commented to the local news who was covering our story that none of their raids were bad. So, yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they want to make it look like we did something and we fucking didn't, so. Sorry.
That's so.
They fucked up. What is so hard about saying, whoops, are bad?
Yeah, no, they're not doing it.
Accountability doesn't just mean the other guy, it means you.
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, but they've taken this line now, and there's like they can't. And
Right, like
honestly,
now-
they can't.
Right.
They can't back down without looking weak. Like they
Yeah.
can't. They can't.
And
They
also,
don't want to look weak.
there's always the other factor of once you admit guilt, then it's just settling. And if you don't admit guilt, then you have to sue them to settle. So...
Right. So, but they could not admit guilt without declaring guilt on you. They could have just...
Well, and they have not said we were guilty of anything. However, they have implied it. So, like, there's no legal recourse for them saying we're guilty because they haven't said we're guilty of anything. But they do things like they released a story where they were like, more arrests are pending. Okay, then come over. You have my address. It's the door with the giant fucking scar in it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's...
Hey, maybe they'll get it wrong this time and go upstairs.
Who the fuck knows? I mean, you brought 2 goddamn dogs in my house. You didn't find anything with 2 damn dogs. There wasn't anything in my fucking house. Anyway, we should do a sprint because I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I call the cops on the cops.
Yeah, that doesn't work very well. Alright, so let's do another sprint so that I can run to the bathroom and stuff. Yeah.
All you can do is call the lawyers on the cops.
Well, I work for a lawyer and with lawyers, and I know a lot of lawyers. There's a bunch of lawyers. There's a list of lawyers on my door for if they do arrest me. Because, I mean, they could arrest me on some bullshit. Like, that's not like that's never happened to anyone.
Right.
So, I'm just, like, prepared for it. So I'm like, oh, here's a list of my attorneys in the order of which you call them. By the by, in case anyone didn't know, there are, extreme Post-its. And they stick to, like, anything, and they stick forever, so...
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, don't stick them to, like, a desk from, Target with one of those laminated tops, though, because you won't have a laminated top anymore. So, you've all been warned. Alright, so let's do this sprint so I can go potty. In 3, 2, 1, do ya sprinting! For anyone asking, that's Michael Myers. That's the original Halloween. So that's what that is. That's what's behind me is Michael Myers. He'd be watching. Like a Falwell. Okay, I'm not going to say that again. We're going to be done now. Okay, anyway. I'm not going to kink shame anyone, but if you kink shame other people, then you better fucking make you yourself have no goddamn kinks. That's all I'm going to say about that shit. Elsie got 113. How'd everybody else do?
I got 629.
Woo woo!
I got 129 words, and now I'm trying to look up. I'm typing up notes from a panel on mythology, and I'm trying to look up a local god's name spelling.
All right, fair enough.
Also, Doritos.
Like to read.
Fair enough.
I'm still working on sounding more like a logical crazy bitch instead of emotional crazy bitch in my adulting email that I'm writing.
I feel that.
I remember all those emails that you were like writing about, and you're like, oh. That's how I feel right now. Angry moose.
Oh, speaking of, I just want to let everyone on the internet know that I could be doing this right now. Or this. Or fucking this.
I
That's my
love that
favorite.
one.
Or this.
Ooh. Well, how?
Or this.
Oh, I like that one too.
Or it could be Dr. Jacoby.
Loving them.
I got butterflies. And a daisy in my hair. Okay, and I'm not doing it. But I just want you all to know I
get
can.
all those cool things at?
There's an update for Zoom, and it has video filters. That's how CJ looks like she's from the past.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I updated mine.
You, I do
I was
like
all,
yours.
what?
I do love those sunglasses.
I know, and that's like, that's in my picture that I use everywhere. I have the sunglasses on, so I thought about, and look, it's pretty damn good, too.
It is. It
Yeah.
really is. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Now I want to like leave
Pretty
and come
impressive.
back and like upgrade my Zoom.
Oh, look, CJ is like, hello, and welcome to my living room.
Right?
I'm CJ.
I'm on a postcard.
With I love it. With the living room one, I'm just like flashback
I'm not
to
tall enough for this one.
No, but that one
A
makes
good
me think of
place.
Mystery Science Theater.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm just hella cool.
Hey.
I'm a
So.
cool kid.
I like the sepia tone.
I like it.
And I'm a pirate, bitches. Yeah, I'll be a pirate.
Super excited.
I do love some pirate.
I'm a fan. I like to
Booty.
be a pirate. I do have to say.
I
I'm
am
a fan.
friends with several people in my local pirate community, so you know.
Well, that's exciting. I'm sure I know somebody because most of my friends are Ren Fair people.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure I know a pirate or two. They might not tell me, but
They're
maybe that's the problem. Maybe somebody
hidden
has
pirates.
maybe somebody has docked their boat in my backyard, and that's why the police showed up.
I was just looking at the comments over here, and Penumbra, I slaughtered that. What?
Penumbra.
Penumbra. I condone releasing your mama bear when people want to be assholes.
Yep.
For whatever reason, they get behind a camera and a keyboard and they think that they're invincible and they can say whatever they want without consequence. Unfortunately, there are women out there like us who will defend our offspring come hell or high water, and usually it's hell.
Well, the way the rain is coming down right now, it might be high water. Although I guess not for you. You're in Arizona. You don't get rain like this.
Oh, we get some good rain. We get some good floods. There's been a couple of times I'm like, well, kids, Noah's on his way, but not this year. If the rest of the country could stop burning down so we might be able to get some moisture in the air, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm sure they would too.
This might be like spin-offs from those double hurricanes trying to hit the south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know about double hurricanes.
They're like double rainbows.
That's what I was just thinking of.
Oh my god.
Are they lucky?
You
Are
guys.
double hurricanes lucky?
I don't think so. I don't think any number of hurricanes is considered lucky.
I was gonna say
anything in 2020 is considered lucky.
I know. I was gonna say I don't know anything about hurricanes except for people in Louisiana seem to think that's a good time to have a party. So, but my nephew has the cutest double rainbow TikTok. He straight up is like, double rainbow, and then he turns around and starts twerking. And I am like, oh my god,
How old is he?
he's 2. He's 2. So every time I'm like, life sucks, I go over there and check out my sister's TikTok, and I'm like, oh my god, this kid, he's killing me.
Oh, LC, that would have been so awesome.
Yeah, Servo is my favorite. If you guys aren't familiar with Mystery Science Theater, you should check it out. It's amazing and stupid and wonderful. They watch movies and make fun of them. It's brilliant. And Tom
I have
Servo
2
is
words
my
for
favorite.
you. Zap Rousdower.
Yeah, that's the Final Sacrifice is probably my favorite. I've got like a handful of favorites. So if you want to know what I think you should watch, the Final Sacrifice, Touch of Satan, and I Accuse My Parents are the 3 that I most highly recommend.
Because it came on like Netflix or something, and I started watching it at the beginning, and I watched Manos' Hand of Fate, and that was it.
I can't make it through Manos in any capacity. I can't make it through in Mystery Science Theater. I can't make it through by myself. Not even if, like, I had a party where we, like, smoked blunts and drank fucking like 40s and handles of booze, and I cannot make it through Manos' Hands of Fate, even accidentally. But yes, Mystery Science Theater was on the air for like 13 years, and then it got revamped into the Netflix series, so there's like hundreds probably of episodes, but those 3 are the ones I recommend the most highly. And you will probably, if you watch my channel and you watch those movies, you'll be like, fucking A, most of Sarah's personality comes from this shit. It does. I'm broken. I enjoy some Red Dwarf too, Penumbra. I do enjoy Red Dwarf.
Good times.
For sure. Yeah, my dad likes Mystery Science Theater, so actually we watched it like as a family. So my parents were not big on the You're Too Young for that. I read it when I was 11. And I saw Nightmare on Elm Street when it came out on video. I would have been 6, maybe. So that just isn't a thing in my family. We also talk like the Osbournes.
I can verify that.
Yeah, so it's like, do you know where the fucking ketchup is? It's on the fucking table. It's not on the fucking table. Is it in the fucking fridge? Yeah, it's in the fucking fridge. That's how we talk. So
yeah.
It's gotten a little better since people made Offspring, but it's not much better.
Well, and especially when the Offspring run off to play.
How or where to watch Red Dwarf? Spence, I will find an answer to that question for you because I know I have the answer. Sorry, what was that? You alright, Dana? Are you here?
No, my internet is... No. We're getting a... I didn't want to jinx it. We're getting a storm. It's pretty thick, heavy clouds, and
Would you hear my
means
thunder
my
rolling?
internet's gonna be like, yeah! Not yet. See, storms in the desert are tricky, okay? Sometimes it'll be clear blue skies and you're bailing out water from your backyard, and you're just like, where the hell did all this come from?
That's where you get the rainbows from.
Right. And sometimes you get these super boomers that come rolling off the mountains. If the mountains to the north of us have a super boomer and it collides with the mountains to the east of us, that's a good time right there. That's a good time. That's when you're like, put all the lawn furniture, up against the house so it doesn't get thrown around, and people who have pools and stuff make sure that all their pool furniture and stuff is tied down, because those are crazy. And the ones that come from the south, they're kind of hit or miss, like, because it's typically like warmer from the south, and so those are nice showers where you're like, yeah, okay, kids, you can go out and play in this stuff. But if they come off the mountain, you're like, get in the house, bend down the hatches, and they sneak up on you. It's like hot as fuck, right as you can imagine, and then.
So I live in south central Iowa. So we're like right on the edge of Tornado Alley. We're not like, right. We don't get what Kansas and Oklahoma get. Like it doesn't come nearly that. But you can always tell, like, okay, so generally speaking, I'm pretty leery of storms. So if the tornado sirens go off, and they go off if winds are going to be sustained above 40 miles an hour, or maybe it's above 60. But
right.
Because straight winds, there are very few trees in Iowa, and the winds just whip right through. And so I go down to the basement. I'm like, we're going to the basement. But I swear to you, they're like 90% of the population goes out to their porch. Oh, there's going to be a tornado. We're going to go watch it. Like,
Yep.
Yep, without fail. I film every time there's weather. I'm like, let me go film just in case.
Yeah. Like, I've got 15 minutes of footage on my phone right now so this pure lightning. I was praying for rain. Let me tell you, I haven't prayed more for rain until this year has come, and every time I'm just like, well, obviously, clearly I'm not bright enough.
They sent it to us. We had, I think, 18 months where we didn't go more than 3 days without rain. It was the wettest year and a half on record for Virginia, going back like 300 years.
That's crazy.
It was ridiculous.
So this thunder and lightning came off the mountains to the east of us, and they're probably about like 6 miles away. And so I saw the clouds. So every time, like, it was just lightning for like 15 minutes straight. The lightning never stopped. It was never ground or sky to ground lightning. There were never any strikes. So I was kind of like, this is kind of weak. I don't know. So I'm getting ready because.
Oh, right. You're in the desert. You can see where it strikes. It's not like half a mile and then there's too many trees and no clue.
Yeah. No trees. Bushes. We call them trees, but you know.
It's wrong without trees.
So I'm sitting here and I'm getting ready and I'm recording, and Mr. Man comes out and he's like, "What are you doing out here?" And I was like, "I'm recording this lightning." And it's. He's like, "Why? It's something we see every day." I'm like, "But my friends haven't seen this." And you literally can see these big clouds just barreling down over us, and just constant flickers of light. And when the lightning goes off, you can see the clouds moving and getting bigger. It was really cool. I don't really care about royalty-free stuff or anything like that, but I'm trying to find like the epic music to put to all this lightning and clouds and awesomeness.
Nice.
I'll record you some.
Scream. Okay. Like, it's got its scream like Valkyries and thunder and
power and gods.
All right, you guys, based on the time, I think we're going to skip the last sprint tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little anxious, and it's getting late. So I think that's what we're going to do tonight. I know that sounds ridiculous. I don't usually cut early at all, but I think I'm going to have us wrap. I know that's... I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. It's 15 minutes. They've had enough of us. It's Friday. They want to go drink. It's all
I
good.
don't have any booze. I just have cookies and coffee. And Twin Peaks. Oh, that's close enough.
Riders of Doom. All right, I'm gonna write that down.
Or Ride of the Valkyries by Wagner, which you might be able to find something that's in the public domain.
Okay, I wrote that down.
All right, well, let's go ahead and we'll say our outros. I'll go the opposite way, although you two switched on the bottom there, but we'll start with CJ.
Hello, I'm CJ Lawyer. I am a writer of things. You can go and follow me on Twitter down below. When I remember to turn my notifications on, I'm an excellent retweeter. And you can also click on my free YA fantasy serial, The South Carolina Chronicles, which is available down below as well.
Awesome. Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan Hazelwood. I write fantasy, but you can't read it yet because that requires me stopping editing it and letting it go into the world, and that hasn't happened yet. But I do blog writing tips and writerly musings over on morganhazelwood.com. I vlog them on YouTube/Morgan Hazelwood. And as of Monday, I podcast them anywhere podcasts can be found. And they might even show up on the search bar any day now. But you can find the link to subscribe on morganhazelwood.fireside. .fm. So if podcasts are your jam, totally check that out. And I've started a live stream Sunday afternoons. For Eastern Standard, it's 4:30 to 6:30. Come check me out, although Labor Day weekend it will be on Monday because I'm partying.
Fair enough. Dana.
I am Dana Gollin. Sometimes I write under the pen name Ava Fox. Tonight was not one of those times. I had to be a grown-up.
You want to promo
Well, kind
your
of.
writer's workshop tomorrow, too?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow, you got to go over to Tamara's channel. You can do it, Sarah, or CJ. You do it because
She already went!
Oh shit!
You have to do it.
Do it, Dana!
All right,
You're the only
all
one who
right,
can
guys.
do it!
Tomorrow on Tamara Wood's channel, go over there right now, hit the reminder button. They are going to be doing the writer's workshop on a book called Riding into the Dark. I have read this. I have put some of the stuff that I have learned into practice through this. I recommend, if you are looking for an alternative way to write that is not plotting, you go and get this book and you read it tonight and then join Tamara and CJ and Lisa Daly, whoever else decides to show up.
Yeah, I heard the book's really short, so you might have time to read it tonight.
And it's an easy read. Like, it's real.
Easy. Yep. Easy peasy. Like, I bought it, I read it, and I was like, whoa, my gosh, I'm done? Holy cow, and the sun was still up. So,
And where's the sequel?
It's actually out for.
I think it's at the end of the book.
If you get the Kindle copy, you can get there's a chapter of it at the end.
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I didn't write it, so I don't know anything about sequels and stuff. But I know there's going to be an awesome conversation about it tomorrow, because anything that happens on Sarah's channel, my channel, Tamara's channel, all the channels is always awesome. You never know what's going to come out of our mouths. And I have a feeling that's going to be one of those days tomorrow.
Awesome, awesome.
But
All right. Did you get all your stuff then? Did you get Dana's channels down below? Everybody's channels are down below. Don't forget
down below.
to like and subscribe to all my friends' channels.
I do have a website as well, and in the next week or so, you can go to danagollinwrites.com. At the beginning of September, I'm actually putting out a newsletter. Ka-ching! August was a very productive month for me. But yeah, I got a newsletter coming out, so go on over there, subscribe to my newsletter, and maybe check out some of the crazy blogs I've been writing.
Awesome,
Now I'm done.
awesome. All right, and I am Sarah Shrinover, and this is my channel, and usually I'm a little more focused than this, so if you're new here, I apologize. So yeah, I usually write horror, and right now I'm not writing anything. So bitches love whooshing. So we'll see you guys all next week, 7 p.m. Central, for more fuckery. Bye.
We love fuckery.